is Julia Burke.
My name is Evie Crudell.
Rebecca Lord, and I'm Regis class of 2025.
So I'm the director of the show. I work at Regis College 9 to 5 in an office, and then I do this at night.
So I'm an assistant stage manager, so me and Rebecca is the other half of like an assistant stage manager.
I'm playing Fester Adams. Oh fuck, no, it's Uncle Fester. Why am I saying Fester Adams? Sorry guys.
Okay, so this is about my 8th or 9th year directing, I want to say. But this is my first time doing it at Regis.
I have been doing drama at LaSalle for 3 years now. I started my freshman year at Rent, and now I'm a junior. But I was acting for years before that, through high school and middle school.
Well, the story is that I attended last spring, or was it spring? Yes, so we're in fall, so the spring is musical, Lightning Thief. So I had been working at Regis for a little bit already, and I have, one of my degrees is in theater, and I was like, oh, Regis is doing a musical, let me go see it. And so I went to go see it, and I got to talking to Kelly Glassberg, who is one of the tech directors and facilities managers of the Fine Arts Center. And I just kind of was like, hey, if you ever need anything, I have a degree in theater, and I have, a resume if you need it, if you ever need, I was thinking oh, we need a last minute usher, or can someone sell concessions, random stuff like that, I could just hop in. But then over this past summer, she emailed, and they were kind of last minute looking for some position. She didn't really specify, but she said some production position, so if you want to send your resume in the mix, I'll get it to, hiring people. And then one day she was like, yeah, so we actually need a director. Would you want to do that? I was like, yeah, I definitely would. So it was a huge step from kind of doing nothing and barely even knowing the space to coming in here and directing. But that's how I got here, and that's why I'm involved, and I'm very happy about it.
I really didn't know what to expect because Addams Family is such a kind of bizarre show, and it's just been so much fun so far. Just kind of seeing what everybody has chosen to do, because this is a show where people get to really not be just themselves. I feel like this is a show where you get to kind of create, especially for the ancestors. It's they have their specific things. They're not just in the ensemble. So there's so many different personalities. It's been really fun to get to see, especially ensemble members as well, because sometimes it's just you're in general. You get to really see them create these really cool versions of their own characters and see what choices they're making. But it's also just been fun to see these roles being played and the dynamic that has come from the family as well.
My favorite part of a big part of the show is kind of a silly I guess it's not a superstition, but something that people that do theater always say is kind of that it always comes together, no matter what challenges or how close to Tech Week it is, and we haven't done this, and we haven't bought this or done this, it always kind of just magically comes together with everyone.
I just love getting to be with my friends, especially people who are from Regis, who I don't get to see every single day. It's really nice to do that. It's also just such a great community, so I just love being around everyone and getting to put together such an amazing show.
Mostly the people involved. I made a lot of really good friends during last year's fall show, and even though it does cause a lot of stress at times, it is still a really fun thing to be a part of.
A big challenge that I have faced is replacing actors, whether just outside reasons, sicknesses, whatever. When COVID came around, we, coming out of that, 2021 and 2022, they got understudies for all the shows that I directed. When I directed at college, I had one of the actors had to drop out due to sickness, literally a week before the show. So I'd say the biggest challenge that I've faced is bringing new actors on, whether it was an understudy that's been studying the part, or someone from the outside, or someone from the production side that knows the script really well, and designing a costume that will fit them and suit them, and getting them around the set because they haven't been there for, costume or food better person. So that's definitely at least one of the more recent challenges that I faced.
So I am one of the e-board members, so I was involved in choosing this show. This has been one of my dream shows for the longest time. I just think no matter who you are playing, whether it's an ensemble member or you're playing Wednesday, Morning Show, one of the leads, it's just so much fun because of how kind of campy it is. It's just so, everybody just really gets to kind of express themselves and build these characters, but I just have always thought this was such a great show with the songs and just the whole plot of it. It's always been really fun to me, and yeah, I really did want to be a part of this.
I feel like it's a lot more interesting in terms of like casting our friends as like musicals that we like The Addams Family. I think they're also just more popular for like people to come see.
I don't know, I feel like I've tried to like kind of create my own version of Fester. I did have to learn how to play the ukulele a little better. Never really played and sang before, so I finally kind of got to work on that, so that's been fun. But I think just kind of like taking a little bit of inspiration from what I've seen, but also just getting to kind of build this character has been really fun so far.
I mean, I really like some of like the bigger musical numbers, like One Normal Night. Those are some of my favorite ones. But I don't know if I could choose like one specific part.
One Normal Night, that one's so much fun. I love the opening because there's just something so, and like it's just so much like exciting getting to do such an iconic, like especially song with the Addams Family. Everybody knows like the theme song and like the snaps. It's so like it's just riveting to be like, especially in the opening number. But yeah, I just really, those are some of my favorite parts. It is an absolute riot when I do my football scene because this is a show where Wednesday's boyfriend, fiance, this and it's very normal.
He's on the second
and trying to act their best to be normal for one night, and Fester comes in pretending to be this like pro football star with a toupee on, and we were blocking it, and I had tears. It was so much fun to put together that scene. But also Fester just has like these very funny lines that just kind of like, some of them are just like, you just don't expect it to happen, or like his little ukulele solos will just kind of like rabbit start playing. But yeah, those have been some of like the funniest moments so far of this.
I would definitely say like new things getting used to. Like the space is new. I've never directed in this space before. Even like I would say my high school auditorium is pretty close to this. So I only directed in there once, but I worked in there a lot during my high school career. And this is different. Like the booth access is different, and the stage, measurements are different. So just a lot of like the design aspects that I'm working with the designers on have been kind of hard to get used to and things like that. But I wouldn't say we've faced any like hard places or huge challenges yet. Fingers crossed.
This doesn't have to do with the show itself, but because I'm going to be abroad next semester, it's really hard to cope with the fact that this is the show that I will be saying goodbye to all the seniors, especially because I have worked with them for 3 years now. Saying goodbye, especially to Em, is going to be really hard, especially after how close meeting her and Caleb gotten. So that final bow is going to be definitely rough, so it's just kind of been mentally preparing myself that when I come back, I won't be working with so many people that I've known for years now. But yeah, I'm trying to enjoy every moment that I have with everyone. Everybody else has been so amazing, and it's been so lovely getting to work with a lot of people since my freshman year, and it's been nice to grow all together. Yeah, I just want to applaud like the rest of my cast and my fellow crew members just for how much I can see that they really care for this show, and everybody's wanting to put in the effort to create their own versions of these characters. I think everybody has been just having so much fun with this because it's a very far from serious show, so it really allows us all to have so much fun with it. And because a lot of us are playing these kind of kooky characters, I feel like it has become a very safe environment for you to take the risk to make some different choices. And I don't feel like I can't try new things, especially with Fester. I feel like every single rehearsal I am trying something new, and I don't feel like I'm in a place where I would be judged for that. So just a shout out in general to the rest of the cast. They're all amazing.
Epic. All right.